What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I am Wolfman today, and today I'm excited because tomorrow night, or today technically for some of y'all on the East Coast, whenever y'all are watching this,
3 hours for now.
So yeah, we are finally here on Emmy night. Emmys are upon us. We've been covering the Emmys left and right for you guys, giving you guys breakdowns of what we were predicting to get nominated. And now we're going to give you guys our final good as gold. This is it, guys. These are the final predictions that we have for the Emmys coming up tomorrow. And then if we have time, we could do an Emmys post show for you guys, and we'll definitely do a show next week too to discuss like every single thing that happened for sure. But that's in terms of actual predictions, this is it. This is the final line for us. I'm excited to get into these predictions. Some of them have stayed the same, some of them has changed, so it'll be kind of interesting to see where that all kind of lies. What's your excitement going into Emmy night and our final predictions? You feel confident?
I feel good. I hoping for some surprises. The one I know you and me slightly different on best supporting actor in a comedy that I really want to see happen. I know you're going with the guy from the studio, you're going for somebody else.
Yeah. I know that and we'll get to talking about the Creative Arts Emmys probably whenever we just talk about all the primetime Emmy wins as well. But I know that the studio killed it at the Creative Arts Emmys. So I expect the studio to have a really good night coming on this Sunday.
I hope they spread the love. That way I'm hoping.
I hope so, but sometimes the Emmys can do stuff where they just award one show and it's just over. Like, look at Schitt's Creek. I get it was its final season, but Schitt's Creek literally won in every single category that year that it was nominated in. It was just like crazy.
It's the reason why I think the studio will have it this year. I think based on the 3 episodes I've seen so far, I think only Modern Building might have a good chance next year. This season's been really, the first 3 episodes have been the best I've seen for the show in a while.
Yeah. I mean, that show really got off its lull of season 3, because I think season 3 was kind of a disappointment for people. And then season 4 was quite good, and now season 5 is starting out great. So I think
the second episode, I think, is one of the best episodes of the show, with the one about Lester and the flashback, and that's like
so good. It's so good.
He should be nominated for a guest star like that.
Well,
beyond that,
I think that's a good transition to discuss our best outstanding actor or outstanding comedy series, I should say. Not actor yet, but best comedy series. The nominees are The Studio, Hacks, Abbott Elementary, Nobody Wants This. Why am I not able to find the rest of them? It's weird.
Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants It, Only Murder in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadow.
Yes.
So I got Wikipedia pulled up.
Oh, Wikipedia, cool. Yeah, I'm on a website, but it's like they have this website has it categorized really weird. So I'm probably gonna have to have it on.
They need to help me with directing and writing, because sometimes Wikipedia do not.
Yeah. So yeah, I think out of this category, I think it's very, very easy to predict that this is going to go to the studio. I just don't see anything else in its trajectory. I think that Hacks will win other categories, and we'll get to those when we get to those. But I think that in terms of actual comedy series, I think this is just the studios to lose. I think that nothing's going to touch it. In terms, they love the shiny new object sometimes, And the shiny new object this year is the studio. So
Yeah, I have Studio Vinny too. And much I love Hack, and much I love Shrinking, and I think maybe Shrinking next season might be the season that they win it. Especially with Michael J. Fox joining and a few other things, and Jack Daniel joining that season. Like, I think this is the studio. I think Hack they win the acting category besides Best Actor, and this year they win this, and maybe directing and writing.
yeah, I'm thinking, I'm thinking it's definitely going to win. We'll get to that when we get to it, but I definitely think it's going to win like directing, and one of them is, and another show is going to win writing, or it could switch. We'll have to just wait and see how that could happen. Those categories are going to be interesting, but yeah, that one I'm very confident.
And for me, I predicted one acting win. We get to the argument about another category, or maybe two. Actually,
Yeah.
okay, I think it two.
But I did say that I think that Hacks is going to win in a few categories, and we can move on to, because that's an easy one to predict. Yeah. We'll move on to another easy one to predict.
Also, good year for that category. A bunch of
very good year. Very good year. Yeah.
Nobody wanted. Might have a potential next year. Season 2 is about to come out.
Yeah, season 2 is about to come out. I'm glad I just watched it to prep for not only this show, but also to prep for season 2. So I'll be fresh up and ready for season 2.
What do you think of season 1?
I thought season 1 was really good. I think it's a really charming, really delightful show. It's just a testament to how good the other shows are on this list, that I think that it is like near the bottom, but I still think it's a really solid show for sure. I think it's really good. I think Adam Brody is fantastic on the show.
She's so good.
And then Kristen Bell is also just, does a really good job on the show as well.
I mean, that shop episode, my favorite episode of the season. That whole him bribing the other rabbi.
Yeah, with the rabbi going to the sex shop. Yeah. Oh my god, that has to be one of the funniest.
Adam Brody line, we're like, how do you get it?
And then the Ick episode where he meets the parents, and he has like that blazer on and everything over with gym shorts and everything. Like that was really hilarious. So
not to mention the guy who played the butter, who maybe next season would get recognition, because I think his butter is so freaking good.
The brother is really good. Yeah, the brother is really phenomenal.
Hopefully next season he gets some recognition, because I think he just
hopefully I would like to see the brother's character get some recognition. The sister, I was just about to say the sister too on the show. She's really good. She's just as good as Kristen on the show. So
and Brody's mother. I love that actress from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah, and the one that plays the brother's wife too. I thought that she does a really good job with her role. So yeah, everyone did a phenomenal job.
Definitely did them more love, especially for the writing. I have a little shocked didn't get any writing nomination.
Yeah, I am kind of surprised about that. I think the Netflix should try to push it more next year, and it could maybe get in for some writing stuff, but because it only got in for acting and then for comedy series. So kind of
especially the pilot episode, the dinner scene with the mom, oh, my husband's been in singles, and he how they divorced.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy, but that's a good segue, because we're still talking comedy. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do another easy category, and I mean an easy category. Yeah. This is Best Actress in a Comedy Series. The nominees were Uza Aduba for The Residents, Kristen Bell for Nobody Wants This, Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary, A.O. Debris for The Bear, and your winner, which is going to be Gene Smart and Hacks. I'm sorry. No one...
the bullshit of the category aside, that A.O., the girl from Resident, I love her a lot. Love her Crazy Eye. Catherine Hahn should have been in here, and Agatha over her any day. I still understand. The BS of the category.
Yeah. I just think Gene Smart is the best actress in this category. I love all these women.
No,
She's amazing. She would not only be deserving. Sometimes an actor wins that we look at that performance and we're like, I don't really think that was deserving. Jean Smart, not only is she deserving of this win, but she also she's won for every season of the show.
She tops herself every season. Like there's
and
moment, like,
yeah, and she just she just tops herself more and more and more. And that late night scene where she has to like cancel her show, like that is just her Emmy clip right there. So this is one of the easiest categories for me. I just don't see anyone touching her. Now, if a studio person would have been in lead, maybe there would have been a conversation to have. But I think that with no other studio actor here, I think that
if that was the Bear newest season, then there's the argument to be made.
Yeah.
About how you say her name, the Bear?
Ayo Adibri. Yeah.
Yes. Like she would win for this season that she just had come out.
Yeah, I think I think that definitely would happen for the next season. I mean, I think that Ayo Debris honestly might be second here just because of the fact that when voting was starting, that's when season 4 was also out. So people were watching season 4 while voting was starting, so they could actually like vote for Ayo Debris kind of based off season 4. So
Your prediction, if had come out next season at the same time, Ayo Debris wins for best directing of a comedy series for her episode that she directed, and Jean Smart would win for best actress comedy. I think they were competent.
I think that's very possible. Unless probably Jean Smart decides she wants to direct that. To watch Jean Smart say she wants to direct an episode of Hacks next season.
But Ayo episode where it just focused on her one of the best episodes of the show. I always think.
Oh yeah. Oh, so good. Like it's incredible. Well, speaking of some studio actors, best actor in a comedy series is a little bit more challenging than best actress, but I still think it's pretty locked in. We have Adam Brody for Nobody Wants This, Seth Rogen for The Studio, Jason Segel for Shrinking, Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building, and Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Only reason I say it's like a slight kind of more challenging is because Martin Short won the SAG when the SAGs happened, but the studio was also not in contention when the SAGs happened.
It's JB Seth Rogen.
It's gotta be, it's gonna be Seth Rogen.
Is there any dark horse? I would love to see Martin Short win. I would love to see Jason Segel win because they both great in both of their seasons. I even see Martin Short even better in this new season. Like the moment that made me almost lose my shit laughing so far this season, and him try speak Italian and offending Taylor Leone at the dinner table. But the finger, when he's so good. Right, with the finger.
Yeah, oh man, I love that so much. So yeah, I think that the studio is easily going to take it for Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen could easily walk away with 3 Emmys in his hands, but 4 Emmys, because he would be winning for producing, he'd be winning for acting, and there's a possibility. I don't think he's going to win for both writing and directing, but I think that there is still a shot that he could win for writing and directing. So then he has like just 4 Emmys in his hand walking away. It's like,
I don't also say this, like, studio is amazing. People go watch his other Apple TV show. Platonic is really freaking good.
Oh yeah, Platonic. Yeah. This new season, bro. Oh, it's so good.
It should be in the conversation. Both should be in the conversation. That's never.
It's so underrated. I swear, Apple. If y'all cancel Platonic, I'm never forgiving you, ever. That's just that's just.
Imagine Seth Rogen had 2 of his shows nominated, The Studio and Platonic for comedies.
Oh, dude, that would be so good. I mean, I do think Apple TV Plus is going to have a great night because they have Severance, which we'll get to. They have And they
That's the
also
biggest
have.
debate to have right there between Severance and the Pit. Who's going to win?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get to that soon. But that's going to be an interesting kind of debate. So I'm much more confident on the comedy categories, honestly, than I am the drama categories. Like like that's going to be interesting once we get to drama. But for best supporting actor in a comedy series, the nominees are Ike Barinholtz, The Studio, Coleman Domingo for The Four Seasons, Harrison Ford for Shrinking, Jeff Hiller for Somebody Somewhere, Evan Moss Bacharach for The Bear, Michael Urie for Shrinking, and Bowen Yang for Saturday Night Live. Now, I know that you are rooting for your boy Harrison Ford, and part of me,
I think they will spread the love because he's the studio.
part of me really does want to go with Harrison Ford. So I want to hear a convincing argument on why you think, if the studio is going to be as strong as it is, on why you think Ike Barinholtz will lose to Harrison Ford.
I think Ike is great. I just think when you think of Shrinking this season, you think of the Thanksgiving speech Harrison Ford gave that whole episode when he in the car with his girlfriend and screaming for help, to when he I need to give this speech, and he gives it really powerful acting moment where you're just sitting there sobbing your eyes out, and like it's just like this is the best he ever been. Like that is Harrison Ford best acting in since Blade Runner 2049, like in a long time. Like
Yeah,
this is like I love Ike. He be run up to me. I just think like they snubbed Harrison Ford for the first season. I think this is them making up to him for realizing how stupid they were not to nominate him for the first season. Like,
yeah, I think, and also just the fact that Harrison Ford is also a legend, you know, in the industry. People love him. He's old too. Like he's God. I can't imagine losing Harrison Ford, but a day is going to happen soon where he's going to be not with us anymore. And it's going to happen much sooner than Ike Barinholtz. So this is like, well, could this be our last chance to award Harrison Ford? I think that there's a good chance.
Season 3 is as good as season 2, and we get more with Michael J. Fox and him interacting.
Like, I'm wondering how long they're planning on keeping Shrieking up and on the air, because I'm curious, like, what if Harrison Ford like passes away or something in the middle of shooting the show, and then they have to like write him.
I'm more worried about Different Dyke than Harrison Ford right now. Different Dyke is 100 years old in a couple months.
Yeah, that's true. He could live like that as well too. So I think I think that's really a strong possibility. I just,
I think more thinking about it, put Ike number 3. I also Michael Urie also did season Shrinking. Really.
Yeah, Michael Urie's great, but Michael Urie would be like my number 3 for me. I do have Ike. I do have Ike as like the runner up, probably, if I am going to go with Harrison Ford. And I think that.
And if next season the Bear, Ebon would win. That's right. Ebon would win, and this season the Bear.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that, and I think that. I think I am going to switch it up this time. Yeah. I'm going to say, just for you for the show, and we can go and yell and complain and get mad when Ike wins, because that's probably what's going to happen, and they're going to make a Sal Saperstein thing. But just out of my heart and voting with my heart, I'm going to switch up my vote, and I'm going to say Harrison Ford takes it for Shrinking, and makes that bit of history there.
For like Sally Jason Segel losing, because Segel was just a great actor.
And he's never given an award speech, so I just imagine Harrison Ford coming up there being like, what do I do?
Off the Emmy stage.
What do I do with this or something? And it's like he just doesn't know. I guess he's something like that. That'd be funny.
We might be talking a lot about Shrinking next season with Michael J. Fox journey, that Daniel journey.
Oh
They
yeah,
have a lot of guest stars talking
Michael J.
about.
Fox, I think too is like I think I don't know if he's going to be like a guest actor or supporting actor, but I think that you're definitely going
And
to
that Daniel playing Jason
hear.
Segel. Damn, is that guest or
Oh,
supporting?
that's going to be good. Yeah.
If
Hmm.
Harrison Ford doesn't win this season, he might win next season just because of the storyline with Michael J. Fox and everything. Like,
Yeah, they might save it for that. So that's the thing with like shows nowadays and how like some of them can have 2 year gaps. It's like you got to rely on the studio not coming out next year for another show to take that top spot.
I join people here. The studio did not come out. I would put Jason Segel number one in acting actor just because I think that last episode when he
Yeah,
dealing with like forgiving the guy who accidentally killed his wife and like that bench pocket bench scene. Like,
that's just. I think
but
that's the
Brett
hardest.
Goldstein should have been
That's,
nominated. I saw Emmys. He should have been nominated.
yeah, that's the hardest I cried at a show this year was that scene. Holy shit, dude! Like,
Shrinking, bring back Brett Goldstein next season because Brett Goldstein should be in the supporting actor.
he should be. I think that I think honestly, there's good. I don't know. I think that him and
I
Michael
love
Ealy.
Coleman. I love Coleman. I would have put Brett
Yeah.
Goldstein or Hack Guy in over Coleman Domingo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
David Boyan. I love Boyan. I love him. But Saturday Night Live will we get recognized. The time to recognize a lot of people don't get recognized.
Exactly. And now moving on to Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. The nominees are Liza Colin-Zayas for The Bear, Hannah Einbinder for Hacks, Catherine Hahn for The Studio, Janelle James for Abbott Elementary, Catherine O'Hara of The Studio, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Abbott Elementary, and then Jessica Williams for Shrinking. My heart wants to say, give Hannah Einbinder finally her shot at finally winning an Emmy. God damn, please do it. But my brain cannot deny that they're going to give it to Catherine O'Hara, I think.
No, I had Catherine in number 3 on my list.
Interesting.
I think it's to be between Hannah or to go from the Bears because I think they both had standout episodes.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like
they
episode
really
with the flashback, like that, Emmy worthy alone. Like that, just like and her to sing with her and John Birdsong, like that.
Yeah. I think that the girl from the Bear has maybe the better chance of winning slightly because I've been hearing conversations from voters that apparently while they love Hacks, some older voters do not like the Hannah Einbinder character. That like they think that the like older voters think the Hannah Einbinder character is annoying. So that could kind of affect how they vote for Hacks there in this category. But I'm hoping the younger voters pull through and that maybe she could win it and still, take that spot. But I think that the studio is going to mostly run away with awards. I think that I think it's going to lose writing. I think it's going to maybe lose supporting actor. But Catherine O'Hara is beloved in the industry. She's already an Emmy winner.
Catherine Hahn is also great on the studio.
That's true. Catherine Hahn now, she could also sneak in there.
That to be the Emmy making up to her for not nominating her for Agatha. So,
yeah, I could see something like that where Catherine Hahn or just it. I think for me, while it's a battle for the Bear Girl and Hannah Einbinder for you, I think it's the battle between the two Catherines for me of like which Catherine is going to come out on top and such. But I just think, Catherine O'Hara, she's already an Emmy winner for not Shrinking. I almost said Shrinking. Schitt's Creek. She's already a Emmy winner for that. So the Television Academy loves her. So I could see a second Emmy in her favor. I don't want it because I think that she's honestly the third best in this category. But I I just really
And she's not on the studio law compared to Catherine Hahn, who in like almost every episode.
yeah, Catherine Hahn is in it a lot more. And if it was up to me, I personally think the best supporting female performance this year on the studio was actually Chase Sue Wonders. If it was up to me, I would have given Chase Sue Wonders because that the war episode
Yeah.
and what she does in that and how her performance is like and how it's just solely focused on her, that should have been
Not like Catherine Hahn in the racism episode with the one liner, her finally
yeah.
back up there.
And,
Her making out with Seth Rogen. Like,
and then in the same racism episode, Chase Sue Wonders coming in there and being like, okay, now this is racist. And like her whole
but you also get like her making out with Seth Rogen moment with just like
stuff like that too. And so I think that I personally, if it was up to me, I still would have probably kept Catherine Hahn in there.
Yeah.
But I would have maybe taken out Catherine O'Hara and put in Chase Sue Wonders if it was up to me. But you know, they did what they did here. And
if it were up to me, you know, I would have put Patty LaPoman because I think that is the performance baggage that you think of.
Oh
like,
Patty LaPone for Agatha all along. She's great in that. So I think that's not a, you know, I think that's
let's get to go from Shrinking. I'd love to go for Shrinking, but that we're not at best season.
Oh yeah,
that like.
And I will just, you know, give a little bit of a shout out to best to all the, you know, guest acting wins in comedy series. Bryan Cranston took home the prize for best guest actor in a comedy series at the Creative Arts Emmys, which is pretty great. Really expected that. Yeah, and then that made me really happy that Julian Nicholson won for Hacks as Dance Mom. Because I remember I said, and I even had it predicted that Zoe Kravitz was going to win or Cynthia Erivo was going to win because of the Wicked hype. But Julian Nicholson was my favorite in that category. So good.
If Cass wasn't nominated this year, Cynthia would have won. Because I think when you think of Poker Face, you think of that episode.
For sure. And you know, for me, I would have personally gone with Jamie Lee Curtis and The Bear, but Julian Nicholson was like the next best in this category. She was hilarious.
Jamie Lee Curtis still win next year for The Bear. I like that. I'm putting that out.
Especially because of the episode where she's having the forgiveness scene and such with her son. It's like, it's just powerful stuff there. So yeah, that's our comedy categories. Moving on to we'll end with drama so we can move on to limited series.
The bigger argument debate happening right now with Lonty County.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Oh, well, actually, before we do that, let's finish. I forgot about directing and writing. So before we move on to limited, let's do best directing for a comedy series. So best directing for a comedy series, we have Ao Debris for The Bear. We have Lucia Anilio for Hacks, James Burrows for Mid-Century Modern, Nathan Fielder for The Rehearsal, and Seth Rogen for The Studio. I think
it's Seth Rogen in The Studio.
It's
the one-shot episode that
it's Seth for The Studio. If anybody else wins this, I have my jaw on the floor the entire acceptance speech. Like, I will be viscerally shocked if someone else wins this, because while The Rehearsal is an excellently directed episode,
that is on my watch list to watch when things slow down with TV. Because watch right now on TV.
Yeah, it's just but that is excellently directed episode, maybe the best directed episode of the bunch, arguably. But like, and Hacks had a great directed episode. Mid-Century Modern, the finale was excellently directed.
And the Bear were good, but AO
Yeah,
this season have better directed episodes.
yeah. But yeah, Seth Rogen, that was a one-take episode. There's no way that that you're going to lose for that. So I just don't see that. So I think that that's safe to win directing. Now,
Yeah.
For best writing in a comedy series, we have Abbott Elementary. We've got The Rehearsal. We've got Somebody Somewhere. We've got The Studio. And then we have got Hacks and What We Do in the Shadows. So
Wait. The Bear wasn't even nominated for Jamie Lee Curtis episode of writing?
No, was not. Was not even
What
nominated.
the hell? The writing, like his speech.
Yeah. I don't get that. And even then, even if it's not the Jamie Lee Curtis episode, like at least the writing of the flashback episode, the writing of that episode was like exquisite. Oh my god. I don't know which one of these shows I'd take out.
I love What We Do in the Shadow, but I would have put in The Bear definitely Jamie Lee Curtis episode.
Probably, yeah. Honestly, I probably would have taken that out to put that one in. But I think the one that's going to win here, I think they're going to switch it up. I think the studio will win directing because that episode is much more of that director-heavy kind of piece, And I think that because it's, the late night monologue speech, I think Hacks is going to win for writing.
What episode did they put in for the studio?
For the studio, I believe they put in The Oneer as well for writing and directing.
Really? Over the racism episodes like that, when like the one liner after one liner, like.
Yeah. To me, that's the one that should have.
Yeah. If that were nominated, that would win for best writing because, like, excuse me, my father's from Catherine. Excuse me, my father's from.
Or actually, I think that I think that honestly, they might have done the pilot episode. Now that I think about it, I think they did the pilot episode.
But like the racism episode, like Catherine one liner, a bunch of the one liners and stuff. Like.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the racism episode, because not only what it speaks on racism, but also what it talks about with AI too.
Yeah.
I think that would have honestly been.
And when you see a quotable line, you see a lot of lines from that episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I personally think that they should have gone with that episode. And I think it's going to hurt it because that episode of Hacks that they did submit is such a beautifully written episode. Her monologue is so beautifully written that I think that's going to help Hacks and help it pull off the win for writing. So
I would have gave it to the nomination. Would have also nominated the episode where Hannah quit and the beach moment with her.
Oh yeah, the beach moment. I also would have liked that episode to be nominated for writing as well. I think that could have been a really strong kind of contender there. But
I think the only weakness against when James Mark quit might be her agent storyline with the dance mom. It get a little R-rated nastiness territory, a little bit.
It's
funny, but it's trying to take you away from the. It does get the moment with James Mark, the agent, when he comes to apologize. A fantastic moment there, so.
So my so the next category up now we can get into limited series categories, and the nominees for best limited series. Let me go all the way up here because it's right here. We have Adolescence, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, Monsters of the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, and The Penguin. Now,
Adolescence.
Both Adolescence and The Penguin did do very well at the Creative Arts, but I think this is Adolescence.
It's going to be like the same situation like the studio hack here with Adolescence.
Yeah, I think Adolescence, it came out at the right time. Came out in like March, which was like the perfect time to release a Emmy contention show. It was the talk of the town for like 2 weeks or so. Everyone was talking about it. So I think Adolescence is going to win it. And it's my favorite too. So I think it definitely should.
I tell you saying, we don't even have to go over writing and directing. Adolescence is going to win for writing and directing. Like, we don't even have to.
Yeah. Right. I think it's going to win for writing and directing. I do think Penguin will win some places, but
we get to that.
We'll definitely get to that. But I think that Adolescence is obviously going to win directing. I think writing maybe could have a surprise in there, but I think Adolescence is still going to win writing, and I think it's going to win for best limited or anthology series. And for our for best actor in a limited series, we have or best actress. Let's do best actress first. So best actress in a limited or anthology series or movie. The nominees are Cate Blanchett for Disclaimer, Megan Fahey for Sirens, which I finally watched. It is the perfect example of like a Your Friends and Neighbors type of show, where it is like hot trash that you absolutely adore. Like, it is just one of those things where it is just such a blast of a show. And
I recommend it to my family. We've been trying to find new shows to watch that we haven't watched yet.
Yeah, and Sirens is a really, really fun one. So I've been like recommending that to people. So that is a really good one there to check out. And then we have Rashida Jones in Black Mirror, Christina Milioti for The Penguin, and Michelle Williams for Dying for Sex. Now,
I call you here. Listen, I love Michelle Williams. I love Dying for Sex. It's Christine Milioti, Emmy to lose. I've been predicting that since The Penguin first came out.
Yeah, I think here. So I've been on the Michelle Williams hype train ever since I watched Dying for Sex. Everyone knows this, that I've been putting her at number 1 on our predictions that we've been doing these past few times. I've been putting her at number 1, saying I am on the Michelle Williams hype train. I can't anymore. The Penguin just did too well at the Creative Arts. This is something that is just that it was the 3rd most nominated show in general of like the Emmys night of the nominations day. So like, I just don't see a world where Christine Milioti loses for The Penguin.
Especially if they submitted the episode with the flashback episode with her Arkham and everything.
Yeah. And I think that is the episode that they did submit. So it's going to be even harder to beat that.
That's the speech she did right before she put in all her family and like it.
God damn. So good. So yeah, I think that Christine Milioti is going to take it. I'm sorry, Michelle Williams, but that's going to happen. And all the other ones are just happy to be nominated. So Christine Milioti killed it in 2 shows this year. She was in Black Mirror as well.
And I love Cate Blanchett, but he wasn't the one from the show when they nominated. Cameron Klein should have been nominated in Best Actor.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. So,
did you finally get around to watching Disclaimer?
Disclaimer was one of the ones I was not able to get around to watching. I watched other ones
Yeah.
for this. Like I watched because I knew that Ed Gein was coming out. I watched the like Lyle and Eric Menendez story and a few other stuff. And I thought that show was okay. You know, it's not great, but like, you know, it's fine. But
like to me, that show was like that also like if it wasn't for Owen Cooper, I would give the Emmy to Javier Bardem for Lion. And like
yeah,
that's despicable.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just absolutely just despicable. You know what I mean? But speaking of out of adolescence and of limited series, here is best actor in a limited or anthology series or movie. The nominees are Colin Farrell for The Penguin, Stephen Graham for Adolescence, Jake Gyllenhaal for Presumed Innocent, Brian Tyree Henry for Dope Thief, and then Cooper Coach for Monsters of the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. So,
did you get around to watching Presumed Innocent?
I did not get around to watching Presumed Innocent either. I watched. I did. I really want. If I have time, I might watch a couple episodes tomorrow because I am going to binge some more shows before the Emmys and such. But like, I was busy watching other stuff. Like I watched Paradise. I watched other stuff. Like binged all that. I binged other shows to prep for this. So I am. But Presumed Innocent is one I definitely want to get around to. So I might watch, at least try to get through a few episodes tomorrow before the Emmys air. I will say in this category, this is tough. This is definitely a 2-horse race here.
Here's my argument here. This is why I think it does work in the Penguin favorite. Stephen Graham would win for producing Adolescence for Best Limited Series. And I think Colin Farrell would walk away with the Emmy there. So.
Yeah. I think that you can say that, but also because Colin Farrell's in more episodes of The Penguin, and technically he's like doing the whole like fat bodysuit acting or whatever. So he's kind of, you know, putting on all the makeup. You don't even recognize him. It's that kind of performance, you know.
But his acting's so good despite the makeup. Like
it is very good despite the makeup. I'm not complaining about that. But
the last episode, like, you know, the way everything comes down.
Oh yeah. I still think I think he's still a great actor and such. It's just, you know, those kind of performances tend to win more stuff than what Stephen Graham is doing, which is more subtle, more kind of emotional.
I'd be okay with if Stephen Graham went tomorrow, I'd be happy either way.
Oh yeah. Dude, if Stephen Graham wins, I'll jump for joy. If Colin Farrell wins, I'll jump for joy. So either one, I'm gonna just be like.
Also, shout out to Brian Tyree Henry, really good at Dope Thief. I'm happy to be nominated.
Brian Tyree Henry. I never got around to finishing Dope Thief, but I watched like a few episodes, and he is excellent in Dope Thief. So I think that I also would not be upset.
Any other year, he might have won. Like any other year,
any other year, possibly it would have happened, but just unfortunately, it's a stacked year for this categories. But for best supporting actress in a limited or anthology series or movie, we have Erin Daughtry for Adolescence, Ruth Negga for Presumed Innocent, Deidre O'Connell for The Penguin, Chloe Sevigny for Monsters of the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, Jenny Slate for Dying for Sex, and then Christine Tremarco for Adolescence. I am still picking Erin Daughtry here because the therapist episode is the one that was like talked about the most.
They'd be back to back for the episode when we get to Best Supporting Actor, because The
Yeah,
same episode was for the other guy.
exactly. And that's the episode that they submitted for both those
Yeah.
actors. So it's like obviously. So
If there were any other running up, I would say I would love to see DJ O'Connell win for the Penguin because he played the mother and like that last episode when she finally tell him how she feel about him and let loose every freaking thing in the flashback, but she only put the hit on him. Like,
oh yeah, that's just
yeah.
that's so good.
And
Whenever
then, and then, if I were to give one for Johnny Footsteps, I would give it to Denny Slate because he gives such a great performance in Johnny Footsteps. Like,
she does, dude. I
yeah.
see it. It's so tough because
Like,
for me,
God damn it, Adolescence, because Adolescence wasn't did it come out this year? Denny Slate would probably win this.
and then also adolescence. Let's not forget it also had the mom too,
Yeah.
who the mom is also nominated. And she
This
was
is a really good category. Like this is all great back to back to back performance to no bad performance in this.
no bad performance at all. That like if either one of these won,
Yeah.
I would honestly
Like Root
cheer.
Nigga is really good in pursuing innocent too. It's just like man, this is like the most harder category.
And then Chloe 70 was
Yeah.
really good in Monsters of Law and Eric
Yeah.
Menendez story. She was one of the standouts for sure. So
Yeah.
I think that I think that this is just really, really tough. And I feel bad for all the voters because this is just one of the hardest categories to pick from. But
to go to tell you how hard it is to predict who got snubbed. Like
oh yeah,
we talked about Best Actor. We talked about it before. Aaron Pierre should have gotten for Web of Witch. Like
that's
that
true.
was like but one Best TV movie. Really?
Yeah,
Hey.
it won Best TV Movie at the Creative Arts.
Yeah.
So like why how did you snub the lead actor from your TV movie that won? Which we were both right about.
I love Buying Time Henry. I might have to Buying Time Henry and out for Aaron Pierre. Like
Yeah.
the PAX thing where he explaining his thing.
Oh yeah, so good. But yeah, I'm very confident in Aaron Daughtry for Adolescence. So I'm definitely gonna predict that one there. And then for I think that's everything because we talked about writing and directing already.
Yeah.
It's Adolescence. We don't really need to like that's.
Did we have to go over Best Supporting because Owen Cooper? Like,
oh yeah. Oh, and then so I forgot about supporting actor. So supporting actor, we had Javier Bardem, Bill Camp for Presumed Innocent, Owen Cooper for Adolescence, Rob Delaney for Dying for Sex, Peter Sarsgaard for Presumed Innocent, and then Ashley Walters for Adolescence. Can I just say real quick? So I get it that Rob Delaney is the one nominated for Dying for Sex, but I actually think that the person they should have nominated was Michelle Williams' husband. I think that character was honestly.
But I argue something else.
What?
The name that I'm missing from here. You nominate everybody else for the Penguin. Where is the kid? Where is Victor?
Exactly. Yeah. It's just I don't. The kid to me is like.
Oh, Clancy Brown either. Like both of them give really good performance in the Penguin.
Yeah,
like the cooking thing with Clancy Brown cooking for Christine and Miliani, and he talked about.
Yeah, that's again really excellent. So I really.
Man, Clancy Brown ever been nominated for anything before like that?
I think they have. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, but I agree. This is Owen Cooper's to win. Yeah. This is just no one's going to take this from Owen Cooper. Owen Cooper's just
he did be the youngest to win Emmy.
Yeah, at least in this category, he's going to be I don't know if he's like the youngest to win overall, but I know in this category he's going to be the youngest to win for sure, and he's going to be making Emmy history because. No way are any of these going to Ashley top him. If I could see a world out there where maybe if they just want to ride the adolescence train, maybe they're like, well, we don't want to give it to a kid actor, so they just decide to give it to Ashley Walters for adolescence. But I just do not see that happening. I think it's Owen Cooper. That's gonna take this one pretty easy and single-handedly. So yeah. With that said,
also, let's just say, we speak of Aaron Pierre, we got Lantern next year, so we might see Lantern pop up at the Emmy if it's good as good as Penguin.
That's very true. Yeah, we might. We could definitely see pop up next year, but. Yeah, now moving on to the drama categories. We're gonna be having some fun little dramatic moments here because best drama series. The nominees are Andor, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, Paradise, The Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus. I have now seen all of these shows, and this is
how good was Paradise? Like that,
dude, so good. Oh my god, I can't.
That episode, like, if the argument's made, if it wasn't for the Pit of Severance, the episode with the flashback of Paradise should win for best directing.
Oh yeah, just God, what they were able to pull off with that episode. Yeah, Paradise was just incredible. And then obviously the Pit was exceptional in how well directed some of the episodes were of that. And Andor, don't even give me.
I want to see Andor because the Andor is the best out of all of these shows.
And Andor to me had the single-handedly best directed episode. If you're talking about directing,
and best written episode, like episode 9 of season 2 is the best written installment episode.
Yeah, that's the best written installment, and I think episode 8 is the best directed installment for sure.
Episode 8 also really good writing installment too.
That still is really good writing, but that's more of like a. But I definitely see where episode 9 is more of like your screenplay kind of player, while episode 8 was more of your tech kind of powerhouse, if you will. So if it was up to me, I would be giving it to Andor just because this is also Andor's final chance it could ever win.
And it landed with such a satisfying ending. Like that ending was like...
Oh, yeah. It's just, it ended very satisfying because the Pit will have
a twist at the end. With Bick, when you find out that she was pregnant with his kid, like that.
Yeah, that was a great twist. People I was hearing were predicting that on YouTube comments, on Reddits, and all this stuff, and there was nothing confirmed because obviously no one saw the episode, but people were just predicting that, and then it happened. So, I thought that was
Rogue One more sadder when you realize you never get to see his kid. It's like that.
Yeah, God, it makes it even more sad knowing that. But while I personally would say Andor to take this one, I think this is a 2-horse race between Severance and the Pit.
I think it's going to be the Pit. Severance won before. I think this is the Pit. Yeah.
Severance has won before, and part of that could help it because it's the most nominated show of the Emmy.
But remember, The Last of Us season 1 won the most nominated show that it won a lot.
That's true. So, it's that also was one of the most nominated. But also one thing in favor of the Pit as well is that apparently right after the nominations came out, apparently the Pit, its viewing numbers raised up dramatically afterwards. So people were starting to watch the Pit either again or for the first time right when the nominations.
I think it's a hot take here. Severance is season 2 is great. But they had one bad episode, Severance season 2. The Pit had no bad episode. Like,
Oh, I agree. Pit, the Pit to me, if Adolescence didn't come out this year, then the Pit would be my number one show of the year because the Pit, just literally every single episode was utter perfection. And it's the fact that it is 15 episodes and it managed to have every episode be either 4 stars or 5-star episodes. It just tells you just how good.
like Severance, to me, Severance, the bad episode, the second to last episode, but the flashback helps. You find out the meaning behind Severance, like where that came from, everything.
Oh yeah,
that was such an unnecessary detour in that season, like that.
Yeah, I was not huge onto that episode. My favorite episode though, season 2, was the Gemma episode, the one where you see her in the flashback.
Second favorite episode, my favorite episode, the camping episode when they go camping.
Yeah, the camping one is excellent as well.
And the finale, and the season finale was phenomenal. Like that.
Yeah, the season finale is phenomenal, and I could see
be talking about that in directing. We get to.
We could. I could definitely be seeing that pull that off there. So yeah, it'll be interesting because when we had the Creative Arts Emmys happen, first off, big congrats to the Pit actor who won for guest actor.
Shout out to my mom because my parents bought Animal Kingdom. Pope won.
Yeah. Pope.
Have you watched Animal Kingdom?
I have not watched it. I have not watched that. I need to. I think my mom has watched it, and I've walked in on her watching.
It's really good.
Some of it at times. So I'm not sat down and watched the whole episode. Right. I got to though. It sounds really good.
If you like the movie Animal Kingdom, you will like the TV show. Like it's based off the movie. Like
okay, nice. I think I'm also going to lean the Pit here. Last time we did our predictions, I had Severance in the top spot, but I just think the Pit is starting to grow in its popularity, and which is funny because it came out before Severance. It came out in January, but like it's growing.
And we're getting season 2 in January. Like
now we're getting season 2
back year
in January. And they released the trailer for season 2 right around when voting was starting. So there we go.
I bet you we get a new trailer after tomorrow. What season 2? No,
especially if it wins, we're definitely gonna see something like that. So yeah. So for best actress in a drama series, the nominees are Kathy Bates for Matlock, Sharon Horgan for Bad Sisters, Britt Lower for Severance, Bella Ramsey for The Last of Us, and Kerry Russell for The Diplomat. The only one I've not seen here is Bad Sisters. But
did you finally watch The Diplomat?
I have watched The Diplomat. I only have like a couple episodes left to season 2, so I basically watched all of season 2. So I'm going to try to get to the rest of that tomorrow. But I really like it a lot. So
I think season 2 is better than season 1, like that.
I do too. Season 1, honestly, I'm glad it was short because season 1 was like only 6 episodes or something. It took me a little while to get into it. Not gonna lie. And then once I did get into it, I was like, okay, I'm enjoying the show. And then season 2 is what really like hooked me.
Yeah. Had you got to Allison Janney yet?
I think I have. Yeah.
Yeah, you understand why I was so pissed off she wasn't nominated? Like,
yeah. It's just God, she's so good in the show. She also is. I just saw The Roses the other day, and she was really good in that. So,
by the way, have you got to the twist yet for her character?
Oh no, I don't think so. Not yet. So
okay, you haven't got to the big twist. Like I was saying.
Oh shoot! Yeah, no, not yet on that. But I'll see it by tomorrow.
That's when you get to the twist. Like that is like
yeah, because I'm sure that's going to be crazy. But in terms of the wins here, so if they decide, it'll be interesting. So if they decide that this is going to be another boring Emmys, and they decide to only award 3 shows and do like adolescents in every limited category basically, and the studio in every comedy category basically, and then do like Severance in basically all the drama categories, then Britt Lower has a chance here.
She
But
is really good in this season. Like I would not be, I would not be upset if she went. Like she would fantastic. Like,
but I know that a lot of people are going to go, you know, they're
Kathy
going to
Bates is fantastic on Matlock. Like
Kathy
she is.
Bates on Matlock. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. So, but you know what? I've been saying Kathy Bates on Matlock. I've been saying that. Everyone's been trying to convince me of that. And Kathy Bates might just be a big enough name to pull it off, but it's a network television show. And I just feel like maybe some voters watch that a lot less than they're watching Severance. So I think because they're watching Severance more, I'm actually going to be putting Britt Lower in the top spot. I think that Britt Lower can pull this off.
I will say something. Matlock did not get enough love as is because that is a show that when we heard it would be revived, really Matlock, it's a really freaking good. This season was really freaking good. Like, and it should have gotten in best drama over a couple of the show. Like,
I
the twist in the 5th episode when you realize why is she doing this? It's one of the best twists I saw this season on any TV show. Like,
so good.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I would be fine with her winning for sure. I would be fine with a lot of these women winning, honestly.
My heart would go out. I know not a lot of people love season 2, but Bella Ramsey was so freaking good this season of The Last of Us. Like,
yeah, she was. I just think that The Last of Us, in terms of primetime Emmys, it's gonna be a giant donut hole. It's gonna get 0.
Like the porch scene with her and Pedro and the ending the flashback, like,
oh, so good.
Yeah.
Such
her reaction when Pedro died, like, she should be winning this. Like, there's so many great acting moments she had this season. Like,
yeah, so many good acting moments that I think that she would be the most deserving win out of the bunch. But
her waking up and seeing his dead body by the PTSD, that scream still haunt me.
Yeah, that's still such a horrifying moment there.
Yeah.
But I'm. So which one are you going with? Because I'm going with Britt Lower.
I'm going with Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. So that should be interesting.
I love Brett, but Kathy Bates' performance all season Matlock was phenomenal. Like, this is like top tier level acting, I think, for Kathy Bates in such a long time. Like,
yeah, I think so too. But I will say also one thing that's not in Matlock's favor. That's a detriment to Matlock, is that the awards race where it was really killing it was happening mostly last year at like Golden Globes and SAG and stuff like that. Well, technically early this year, but that kind of stuff. It was all happening then, and that's why Kathy Bates won all these different categories during that time. And then Severance dropped after all those. So who knows? Severance could kind of surprise, and I could see them kind of.
Also, shout out to Kerry Russell, also fantastic on the Temple Man. Like,
yeah. Kerry Russell, also phenomenal as.
Also, why wasn't her husband not nominated for the Emmy for season 2? Like,
yeah, I don't get that. So,
and he was a character that was so likable season 1, but he became such a likable character in season 2 that they did a lot for him. Like,
very true.
Yeah.
So For Best Actor in a Drama Series, the nominees are Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us, Adam Scott for Severance, and Noah Wyle for The Pit.
No, Riley.
Yeah, I think this is Noah Wyle. Like, Adam Scott is the runner-up, I think, because it's Severance, but
Yeah, mine would be no Riley and
just,
Scott. Then maybe Pedro. Like, I think Pedro, that flashback episode, like that Pedro, like, boom, mic drop moment. Like,
yeah. I think Pedro.
If there was any other year that was a Severance and the Pit, Pedro would win. Like, I think, God, you cannot walk away not thinking the porch thing with Pedro. Like,
yeah, I agree, but I think people are gonna think he's more supporting, so I think people are gonna kind of.
He might have won that he was supporting. Like,
yeah. Honestly, I think that would have been a justified decision to go supporting for him, but it is what it is. Can't change it now. But
and sadly, it's his last season. He's dead. Like,
it's his last season, so it's like this is the only time they could have given it to him, unless they have more flashbacks that they decide to bring Joel. They use
all flashbacks. They use the first scene at the end of the game.
That's true. But I'm saying, like, if they want to add a flashback scene, because like sometimes they add stuff in the Last of Us show that wasn't in the game, so they could potentially try to do something like that. But I'm gonna for this, I think it's easy though. Noah Wyle. If anyone beats Noah Wyle, I'm gonna be shocked because
all deserving of it.
How like the scene when he's freaking out and he's like remembering all of his patients, like that is just God. That's such good acting on his part.
Also, Sterling K. Brown great. Gary Oldman is great. Gary Oldman had not won an Emmy yet for Slow Horse in Sonic to Real Life. He's been nominated how many times?
That is really sad because I think that is definitely absolutely deserving for Slow Horses. Maybe maybe fingers crossed when the final season of that show drops, then maybe he can.
They pull a Tatiana Maslany here from Black, but they finally recognize it for the final season.
Yeah, something like that. So, which
also
the new season is about to come out of Slow Horses. So
yeah,
pretty exciting stuff.
The only Luna is still missing here. That still pissed me off to this.
Like, Diego Luna missing is insane. Speaking of actors missing, that's a good segue because let's do Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, where the girl from Andor missed. And
two people for Andor missed. Three. Maria Riley.
Yeah.
Beth and Deidre. Like all three.
Oh shit. Almost forgot about her, yeah. And also the girl too. If you want to count, I think unless the third one you mentioned was her, but Stellan Skarsgård's like companion girl. Yeah. That's four. And
also missing from here, because of The Last of Us, where the hell is Isabella Merced?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how is Isabella Merced not here? She was, to me, Isabella Merced was maybe the standout of season 2 because I already liked Abby in the game, but or Ellie in the game, but I wasn't huge on Dina in the game. But I loved Dina on the show, so it was like
Ellie is infected, and she had that moment when she's going to shoot her. Like,
so she was great on that. So I don't get why they.
We had to give everybody from White Lotus all of the nominations.
Yeah, it definitely seems unfair because to me they need to start making a rule at the Emmys where you should only get like maybe nominated twice or something, or an actor from a show should be nominated twice or something, because it's starting to get ridiculous. There was that one year when they had White Lotus in the limited series and it was going up against Dope Sick, and it was like and I remember like Caitlin Dever was like the only other female in a lineup of just White Lotus people, and then it was Caitlin Deaver
I think
for
that's the
Dope
thing
State.
with Michael Keaton, like because everybody else for White Lotus were nominated, and Michael Keaton.
Yeah, and then it was just, and then there was just sort of like, really, uh,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff we're doing. Okay, so I don't get it, but they are really great on the White Lotus, but that's they aren't even the ones I would.
And they also snubbed so many people from the pit. Like,
Yeah,
why?
but I would honestly probably pick the pit actress if it was up to me out of the
Yeah.
ones on this list. I would, if it was up to me, I'd probably pick Catherine Lanasa here. But yeah, the nominees were Patrick Arquette for Severance, Carrie Coon for The White Lotus, Catherine Lanasa for The Pit, Julian Nicholson for Paradise, Parker Posey for The White Lotus, Natasha Rothwell for The White Lotus, and then Amy Lee Wood for The White Lotus.
Shout out to Amy Wheeler. I'm so happy to see
Love
her
her.
become a bigger name now since that's its education.
And if it wasn't for the TV kind of legacy that Carrie Coon has carried over the years, like The Leftovers and like now The Gilded Age and all this stuff, if it wasn't for that, I would have honestly said Amy Lou Wood, because not only do they do something with her character that makes you empathize with her, but also with all this SNL stuff that happened and her standing up for like them making fun of her. And honestly, like people probably feel bad for her about that. So Amy Lou Wood, I actually think is like maybe like a runner up. But I think Carrie Coon, she has a great monologue in season 3. And that monologue, she is acting her ass off. And I think that monologue is her clip. And I think that that's going to get her the win for The White Lotus. So she'll finally get her TV Emmy. She didn't get it for The Leftovers, but she'll get it for The White Lotus. So
anybody who doubt Amy Lee Wood, go watch Sex Education. You must see how good it is.
Oh, such a good show. And she's so good in it too. It's
the show that got no Emmy love for all 4 seasons, which still bugs me to this day. Like,
yeah, for it's just crazy. And I do want to also give a shout out to, I mentioned it earlier, but Sean Hattasey won for Best Guest Actor in a Drama Series for The Pit. I was wrong on that. I was thinking Scott Glenn was going to win for The White Lotus, but it turned out to be one of the actors from The Pit, which was excellent, which he was also excellent. So I was happy with that.
And my mom would call him from Animal Kingdom.
And then for Best Guest Actress in a Comedy Series, it went to Merritt Weaver, or for Drama Series, it went to Merritt Weaver for Severance, which...
Who was she in Severance?
She played the wife of what's his name? The one who was like coming to see his wife was coming in. Is that Dylan? I think is his name or something.
Really? Her over Catherine Dever?
Yeah,
that's odd.
that was a weird one to me. That they had her over Caitlin Deaver and Catherine O'Hara for The Last of Us. None of the two there.
Anybody for The Last of Us should win. Caitlin Deaver should win.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, I think Severance and The Pit are like dominating. So I think it's just
it would have been so awesome if Catherine had won for Last of Us and the studio. This thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think that they're kind of holding out for Catherine O'Hara because of that, or maybe that's just, it doesn't play in her favor that she's nominated for 2 shows. Maybe they won't know what to vote for her in. So, but Caitlin Deaver, losing for Guest Actress, I guess for me, I think it has to do more so with the character. I think they just hated that character so much, TV watchers, that
they might give her a due for season 3. Like,
maybe they might finally do that for season 3, especially because season 3 is going to be the one where like where you empathize with her and you understand her and all that. So I think that that's definitely a possibility that they could do there.
Right. I think he should be honored for season 3. Like, He also really
Yeah.
good in the last match. If it wasn't for the pit guy, I would have gave it to Jeffrey White.
Oh yeah. No, I think he was really good too. So yeah, best guest actress in a drama series went to Merritt Weaver. But moving on to, I think we did that. So now we're moving on to writing and directing for
Are we
drama.
doing over best supporting actor in a drama series?
Oh shoot! Did I skip over that? I think I did skip over
Yeah.
best supporting. Yeah, I skipped over best supporting actor in a drama series, which is
Really,
is
God.
it is Zach Cherry for Severance, Walton Goggins for The White Lotus, Jason Isaacs for The White Lotus, James Marsden for Paradise, Sam Rockwell for The White Lotus, Tremel Tillman for Severance, and John Turturro for Severance.
Where is Dallas Skarsgård, you freaking Emmy? Like that when
Yeah, his
Oh,
especially his flashback episode.
DJ Love Interest for Andor. Like same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like his singles like standalone Luthen episode
Mhm.
this season was just phenomenal, and that alone
Him
showed.
and the other guy that DJ Love Interest that kind of
Yeah,
realized the truth behind everything.
exactly. So I just think that either one of them could have easily gotten in there.
Freaking Light Lotus taking
Yeah,
everything.
White Lotus just taking up all the stuff.
Taking that and
And
from the pit as well.
and the thing is, and this is not a knock too, but like
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell, I probably would take him out because while he had maybe the biggest TV highlight of the whole year, he has this monologue where he does like this thing about Asian women that he goes on about. He is really great in that episode, but it was a one episode and it was one scene, and it's like now everyone's like nominating him because they kept on talking about him, and it's just really really weird that they're just overhyping it. So for me, though, I initially had a White Lotus person winning. I initially had Jason Walton Goggins for the White Lotus winning, but because of the fact that like the White Lotus didn't really perform super duper well at Creative Arts, and like it's showing that like season 3 isn't as strong, people aren't really gravitating it as much. I'm changing my vote, and I'm actually going to say Tremel Tillman for Severance is going to win.
I torn between him and John Turturro because I think they both give the standout performance from this season.
Yeah, I think John Turturro in episode 4, and then but like I think the thing with Tremel Tillman that puts him on top for me is throughout like the whole last few episodes. It's just the way he performs.
They both great. I don't think John Turturro like his mental breakdown to him just
it's really tough, but I think it's down. I think it's down to the two Severance people for sure.
Yeah.
Those two Severance people. I don't think Zach Cherry. Zach Cherry's not really in a winning conversation here, but I think
like this is the only time to have John Turturro win because who knows if he come back next season. He leave at the end of season 2. He leaves.
True.
Down.
It does. So he, but I have a feeling that they'll find a way to bring him back in some capacity. I have a feeling, but we'll see.
I doubt that the company will let him leave that easily.
Yeah. I think that the company is going to track him down at some point and find him or something.
And we still don't know who behind the phone call, like that keep calling him on the phone.
Yeah, so like we still need to learn that. So there's still some of those unanswered questions. So we'll see there. But yeah, I'm gonna go Tremel Tillman here. Are you going John Turturro?
I might go Tremel. Like it's too hard. Also, shout out to James Martin, really good in Paradise. Like that is like.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might be a shitty human being, but
Yeah.
he's a great actor, and I think that what he does in
And he's
Paradise.
such a character that you hate in the beginning of the show, that you could end up liking him when you find out that he's not as awful as you think he is.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that they made me like him
Yeah.
as I watched the show because I was just like I was sitting there like saying, dude, I already am not a fan of James Marsden as a person.
Yeah.
So if I don't start liking him soon, I'm gonna get like even more upset. And they did get me to like him, so I am really happy about that. So,
Yeah.
um,
He also should have won that 1 year for jury duty. He was so freaking funny on jury duty.
oh yeah, yeah, I agree. So good in that. Um, so yeah, for me, the only reason too I go for Tremel Tillman
Yeah.
is I felt like the online conversations were more surrounded by Tremel Tillman's performance. I think when it comes to people online talking about it,
Yeah.
film Twitter, stuff like that, people were really impressed with Tremel Tillman
Yeah.
because the reason too is in season 1, you see how amazing John Turturro is in season 1, but that like Mr. Milchick is just basically putting on the same face over and over in season 1 and is not really doing a lot to elevate his performance. But in season 2, Tremel Tillman does a lot to elevate that performance, and it's really good. So for best directing and writing now, for best directing for a drama series, we have Andor, The Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, and The White Lotus. So
I don't predict something crazy. It should, and it should go to Andor. I think that is the best directing any. Other than Severance Cold Harbor episode, this is the best directing.
I think that this directing is even better than the Cold Harbor episode. I think that both of them are excellent, but I think that this one is even better than the Cold Harbor episode when it comes to directing. I think also the Jessica Lee Gagne episode, which was the one of Severance, which was the one that had Gemma and like the flashbacks and everything. I think that was also a super well directed episode. So
it should go to Andor. I think that it's like it. You do get Andor any. I mean, when it should be for directing. Why?
yeah, I think so. But I think unfortunately, I think that they're just going to default it to Ben Stiller for Severance for the finale episode because one, Ben Stiller did say too, like they could give him a pity vote because Ben Stiller said he's not coming back to direct season 3. So, like any,
did they nominate the opening episode season 2?
no, they nominated the other one from for directing was the Gemma episode, and that was it.
Did they even nominate the one shot from the opening of season 2 when Anna stopped running and it the all one shot? Like,
yeah.
I would have put that. I would have took White Lotus out and put that in because that was like one of the more impressive opening I think any season. Like,
yeah, and then I think for the Pit they had the pilot, and I think they had that one of the episodes for where it's like the mass shooting is starting to occur or whatever. I think that those were like kind of the two episodes, and so like
shout out.
And shout out to the Pit too, because that whole arc was exceptionally directed of like the mass shooting victims coming in there and the way that it was.
So one scene don't look like the other. Take White Lotus out. Put in show Death episode in for best directing of a TV series for Last of Us season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the hell the last
that or the flashback episode, like 2 of the best directed episodes that season. Why?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand how it lost or how it lost out on the nomination for me, because it's just way too good. But we also have writing for a drama series. Final category now, we got Dan Gilroy for Andor. We've got Joe Sachs for The Pit. We got R. Scott Jamil for The Pit. We have Dan Erickson for Severance. We have Will Smith, not that Will Smith, for Slow Horses. And then we have Mike White for The White Lotus. So here...
Take your shitty White Lotus out and put freaking Last of Us in for the flashback episode for writing.
Yeah. I don't like that. The way that
it adapted for the game word by word, yeah, but you had to flashback in the beginning with the dad, and then to change it in the porch scene with the dialogue.
And just the way that whole thing is just, man, it was so well written. And I do agree also that EDM says here that under the old system, John Wells would be a lock for The Pit 7 a.m. But with everyone voting, still there is a front runner. Agree on that. And then also he says that with Merritt Weaver, that's a good point. With Merritt Weaver winning, maybe Zach Cherry has a bigger chance than expected. Moved him up to number 3. I think that is a good point. Maybe do the husband and wife.
He might have a better chance next season of Severance too.
Yeah, who knows? We'll have to see. But I think he's definitely going to get in next season as well for Severance. But yeah, let's just get the other elephant in the room here.
It's sure good to Andor, but not really good.
Yeah, because we already got the Last of Us elephant out of there, but Andor should win this because,
especially the time we live in right now, and her speech about how relevant to everything going on right now.
Yeah, and I just think that it was really just so well written, and I think that honestly, if it has any shot to win an Emmy, I do think that this is its best shot. I think that out of all the categories, I do think that this is the best chance it has to win.
Only the other best shot it should have won. Didn't win for best music. It should have won for the German song.
Oh yeah, well, which one won?
The Boys one for
The Boys one.
Yeah.
Wow, surprised about that. Okay.
They should have gone with the German song like that.
Yeah, the we are for the galaxy is watching. Maybe they thought, the voters thought it sounded more like a chant than an actual like.
I mean, they know subtitle. You had to have subtitle on.
Yeah.
To understand.
Yeah. But it does still technically count as a song. So Dan Gilroy could do it, and also I agree that he also says the same thing. Has a real shot. Think it's fighting Slow Horses for the upset. Interesting.
Slow Horses, I would love to see Slow Horses win in top 10. Keep writing it.
I think Slow Horses in writing could definitely upset. I'm leaning though towards The Pit. I think The Pit is going to win for writing. I'm taking that as a safe bet. Even though there's 2 episodes, they could cancel each other out because there are 2 Pit episodes in writing. So they could cancel each other out, and then that gives it to like Andor, or like Severance or Slow Horses or something. But for now, I'm going to go with probably the 7 a.m. episode of The Pit. Their starting shift and everything, and so that's the one I think they're going to go with. But man, it'll be interesting because that's going to be, dude, I'm going to jump so loud for joy and scream so fucking loud if I hear Andor get called tomorrow at any point of the show. And also EDM asked, will I be doing a live watch along tomorrow? I'm considering it. I'm considering it. I'll have to see.
I'm probably going to be watching with my parents. I don't love running back and forth between my computer and.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get that,
I
but
wouldn't do that with my friend Trent with the Oscars, and that's a little bit harder to do.
yeah, I do that definitely with the Oscars. I don't know if I'm going to do
Yeah.
it for the Emmys quite yet, but I know that we'll probably do either like an after show discussion after it's already aired, or do um like a episode the following day or something. So you guys can
You know what? I want one idea by you because we complain about the snub every year. Should
what
we do at the end of the year our own who we would nominate and win, like our own award ceremony for TV at the end of the year?
that would be fun, honestly, to do like
Yeah,
maybe or maybe like next awards roundtable season, like whenever it's creeping up on Emmy
yeah,
nomination time, maybe say like who we would not have nominated
yeah.
in the Emmys eligibility kind of time cycle and such. So
Because sure we do another podcast in the end of the year, favorite TV show, and it'd be brought up a lot. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure. And also I would like to implement, since I'm doing TV on here too, I would like to implement like we're going to be doing a movies award show at the end of the year. I would also like to implement like a TV award show.
yeah.
And where it's like we award some of the best in like television and such. That'd be really fun. So
We probably should wait until January just because Strangest Things, so we can see all the Strangest Thing instead of like half of it that we do the award show.
that's true. I probably would wait till January premiere in like February or something. That way we can have time for like Stranger Things and all that stuff. But that would be that would be really fun. I'm really excited for that. I think out of all the shows coming out for the rest of the year, the only other show that was my most anticipated show of the year was Alien Earth and Task, and now those have like come out already. So
How do you feel on Alien Earth?
Alien Earth, honestly, I like it, but there's only one episode I have loved, and the one episode I've loved was episode 5, I think it was. Yeah, episode 5, where it's
the
like,
flashback episode.
yeah, the flashback episode.
I haven't got on the episode before. I catch up.
Okay. Yeah, I think that the flashback episode is top tier alien stuff. Like that is amazing.
I think it a really well acted, well directed show. I think the writing is the biggest point of the show. Like there's some really dumb dialogue. Like
yeah, I agree. There's some really dumb dialogue, really dumb character decisions too. Stuff that doesn't make sense for a character to make. It's like, why would a character do this? You know, so
like the best character to me is the android, the one that kind of instigating.
Timothy Oliphant's one.
No, the one that was on the ship. You know, he lost.
Yeah. I think him and Timothy Oliphant are the two most interesting.
Like, look out for him because any nomination for Alien Earth with Dammy and Dirty be that guy, the android that lost everything. Like his attitude. Yeah.
Really I would say also look out for Alien Earth, like in best so in best drama series, sound design, all this stuff. So I think Alien Earth would definitely be something to look forward to. I think Fallout is one I'm looking forward to as well next year. At the end of the year.
I don't have Watcher Goggin winning best supporting, I think, because he do have Fallout coming out soon.
I know, yeah. He could win for Fallout, so we'll see. But anyways, guys,
that's the red direction, guys. Watch it. I know that the season 8 was off. I know the first sequel show was not good. The new sequel show is really thinking good. Like that's the best I've seen for that season boy.
And also I know no one went to watch like Dexter Original Sin, which was like the prequel one. I know like no one watched that, but definitely go watch Resurrection, guys. I haven't seen Resurrection myself either, but from what I've been hearing, all of my friends have been telling me it's
Peter Dinklage, like look out for him for nominations.
yeah. So I gotta get on that ASAP. But yeah, that'll basically do it for our predictions tonight, guys. What do you all think of the Emmys this year? What do y'all think of the wins for the Emmys? Do y'all think it's The Pit winning? Do y'all think it's Severance winning? Do y'all think the studios is going to sweep everything in comedy? Do y'all think Adolescence is going to sweep everything in limited series? Let us know down below. We would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you also like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss another awards roundtable. Chris, where can people find you, man?
You can find me here and there, Letterboxd. I have been keeping you up to date with everything coming out. Have my rating up from the Long Walk and Downton Abbey. Go see both. I do recommend both of them. The Long Walk would leave you shaking for days. I still think about it since I've seen it. And Downton Abbey is a beautiful finale to a really great, phenomenal show. Yeah. Anyway.
So good. So, yeah, guys, and then maybe it will be The Pit in the studio taking it home tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see, but that'll do it, guys, for this episode. Thank you all for tuning in, who tuned in, and make sure to comment down in the comments your Emmy predictions. That'll do it for now, but we will be back here either tomorrow or Monday to tell you guys what we thought of the actual Emmy Awards and the actual wins and all that stuff. Do they announce on who is voting or not voting, who is hosting this year? I forget.
Nate Bartise?
Nate Bartise?
Nate Bargatze?
Oh, I don't know who that is. Interesting. So yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that is a comedian, I guess.
Yeah, he is a comedian, a deadpan comedian. Did you get Eugene Levy to come back? Dan Levy? They were funny last year.
Yeah, I think they were funny last year. I think, you could easily get like some other TV names in there, like Conan O'Brien.
If Seth Rogen wasn't nominated too much, he would have been a funny host.
He would have been. I think he would have been funny. So, yeah, a lot of great host options that they could have gone with. But
Stephen Colbert, like fuck you to CBS.
Yeah. Exactly. Very excited, guys. It's an exciting time to be a TV fan right now with all the new television coming out, guys, and all the awards being given out to television right now. What a time to be a TV fan. So, again, we will see you all on the next video, guys. We're covering Peacemaker on the channel, so make sure you check out the after show that just happened for episode 4. And we will keep on covering that week to week for you guys. But until next time, stay classy, my friends, and keep on watching those television shows.